I'm going to be doing the night shift.
Wait. Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. If this is your first time here, I'm the very daft Scruffy trader. And why is that? Because if I had a day, I started at about 6 o'clock this morning and worked right through, done the Fed tonight, and then I opened my mouth saying I would help the Scruffs with the Asian session. That's what I'm doing now. So I'm going to do a couple of hours and look to just get 10 pips. That's all I want, because I just want to see the principle of the trade and take it from there. Trading in the real world, if you like. Now, if you can imagine, you've seen me do Morningstar. And Morningstar is basically trading before you go to work to get just 10 pips each day. So that's like 50 a week, 200 a month if you like. And it can add a little bit to your salary. Now, if you are working and you're sort of in the UK or a time zone that only allows you to trade the Asian session, that principle works very well. So instead of Morningstar, call it Evening Star, where you're just looking to get 1-2 trades. So you might do 5 here and sort of 5 pips there and get your 10. But once you've got your 10, quit. And then do it again tomorrow and the day after and the day after. And that's how I built accounts in the first place. You know, just slow, steady growth. But what's happening with this tonight? It's an odd one because, as I said, we had the Fed. So it's kind of thrown everything out of whack slightly. So let me flick it over and I'll show you. Now, I'm not going to start trading this till 11 o'clock. It's currently 10 to. So I'll tell you a little bit about the chart, and I'm going to go get a coffee, and then I'll leave the chart running, and then I'll come back to you, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, at the end of it. So you'll see it in one go. But let's have a look, see what's happening with this at the moment. So if I step this back slightly, and we look at a 4-hour chart, colossal drive. It's had a sell-off. Aggressive sell-off, but it stalled here and kept on going. But we have an aggressive move up. Now this is exaggerated here because of the Fed, and everything went up. Now when something accelerates, not only do we have the pressure moving up, there has to be a pressure release. And that is this way. So for all it is moving up, there could be an opportunity. I'm going to look at this as market neutral, and I'll judge it at 11 o'clock. But at the minute, I'm toying with shorting this to get in and out very quick. And hopefully I'll have this done. But that's the general premise here. Okay. Now, if I drop it down onto the 1 hour, you can see the move, the meander, and then the acceleration. But what's catching my eye is these tails, all of these, because that has rattled up and it looks like it's pushing down. Now, if I can get 10 pips, so if we just sort of put a measuring tool on and see where that would be. Right, okay. From that blue line down onto there is 10 pips. So if that pushes up a little bit, then we grab it, we're in with a shout. Okay, so there's a high probability there. Now the other alternative is I let it do that, but I enter down here for a continuation move back up here. I'll have to kind of see. I'm kind of torn between the two, but that red is coming in, so that might be the play. But what's the spread on these things? Now at the minute it'll be quite wide. It is 8.1 at the moment. So I have to wait till 11 o'clock so the spreads tighten up as the markets open up. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm looking at. But my main feeling is I'm going to go down over. Probably going to use a fib just to measure this out. So if I just get a retracement, you can see it started there. It rocketed up to this point. And we've been in and around the 23, breaking this. So push down into this zone here is reasonable on the cards. Okay, so just take that away. And it looks like I'm going to use that to get down onto here and then push through. All right. Okay, guys, that's it. Done. 10 pips. So I'm quite happy with that. It's been a long day. It's done what I wanted to come into here. There you go. There is your target. It's done. Well, that's a bit more than what I was after. I was after 50 quid. So I'm happy. Kind of caps off a good day. But at the beginning of this, I was talking about Morningstar and how you can use it to sort of enhance your wages at the end of the month. And I'll just kind of show you something. If you compound up your sort of stakes each time, you know, just a little bit, bum, 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 you can work out where you want to be. So for argument's sake, we were doing sort of a fiver there. So if I did 5 quid here, where's that? There. And I run it across. And I was doing 10 pips a day. Okay, so average win 10 pips. 5 quid is there. So that's like, well, it's 50. It's an extra 250 quid a week. You know, 1,500 quid a month. Nearly 12 grand a year for doing one trade at a fiver. Now, say you're at £1 or whatever. So that's like 97p. Just doing the same process will get you a couple of grand a year. Just by sort of doing one trade simply. And that's how I break things down. Because on this this wage maker, it's all part of my journals, if you like. I use it to work out what I want. You know, so if I want a car, and that car costs, I don't know, say it's 10 grand. If I think a year down the road, what do I need for one trade to get me 10 grand? Well, that is there. So £4.7, 10 pips a day, Do that once a day, Monday through Friday, and it ain't difficult. Get me 10 grand. That's the beauty of Morning Star or Evening Star, whatever you want to call it. Controlled, concise trading that is planned and not being greedy. So that's it. I am absolutely knackered. So I'm going to bed. Be at this again tomorrow. And as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all on the next one.